Welcome back to Mimi's Organic Eats. My name is Mimi and this is John John. Today we're going to show you guys how to cook sweet potatoes for dogs. You love sweet potatoes? Yes, you love them? John John's kind of tired today, so he said he's going to take a nap in the sun while we make the sweet potatoes so that they're ready in time for his dinner. And now John John eats sweet potato every single day. This is a wonderful and healthy carb that you can feed your dog daily if you're doing homemade dog food. But you can also cook up a sweet potato for your dog and use it as a food topper or even as a treat. So let me show you guys how to make them. So we're going to grab a 3-quart stainless steel pot. And I'm using stainless steel today because I have a stainless steel potato masher, which we're going to use later to mash these up. So it's really convenient if you can just do that right in the pot. So I'm going to fill this pot 3/4 full with water. So now we're going to peel our sweet potato. While the skins can be healthy for humans, the skin is really hard for your dog to digest. So you never want to give them any skins whenever giving them potatoes. So once our sweet potato is peeled, then I like to rinse off the sweet potato, rinse off my knife, and flip over my cutting board. I like to do this to make sure everything's clean after peeling off that dirty skin. So now we have 2 halves of sweet potato. So next we're going to cut these 2 halves of sweet potato into thin 1/4-inch medallions. Then we're going to add these into the pot. So now you just want to bring the water to a boil, and then we're going to reduce the heat as soon as it starts to boil to a medium heat. We're just going to boil these until they are soft when poked with a fork. This can take anywhere from about 15 to 20 minutes. So while our sweet potatoes are boiling, I'm just going to go over a few dog-safe things to remember whenever feeding your dog sweet potatoes. So first, we want to make sure that you peel off the skin completely, as we already discussed. So second, you want to make sure the sweet potatoes are always served plain. Your dog does not need seasoning or spices or sugars or any excess fat on their sweet potatoes. While it is okay to give your dog a little bit of coconut oil or extra virgin olive oil here and there, you guys can make my dog-friendly sweet potato fries, which are perfect as a treat, but I wouldn't do that as an everyday meal. I'll link that recipe in the description. And then you guys always want to make sure the sweet potatoes are fully cooked. Any sort of raw potatoes or uncooked potatoes is going to cause your dog's stomach to become upset. So this is why we want to make sure we cook them completely. You're better to be overcooked than undercooked. Trust me, your dog won't care if they're a little bit mushy. And I'm going to answer a few common questions about giving sweet potatoes to your dogs too. So a lot of people ask me, can I give my dog sweet potato every single day? And yes, you can definitely do that. Sweet potato has so many vitamins and minerals, and it's great for your dog. John John eats sweet potato every single day as it's his main carb. John John loves sweet potato. It's actually his favorite carb, so I love that he loves this over rice or anything else because I think it's one of the healthiest carbs to give your dog. It has vitamin A, vitamin C, B6. It also has fiber that's great for digestion. Plus, it's super tasty and your dog will absolutely love it. So if you're wondering how much sweet potato you can give your dog, always start out slow, especially if you're introducing sweet potato for the first time. And so depending on your dog's weight and size, that amount will totally vary. We have a free homemade dog food calculator in our post, How Much Homemade Food Should I Feed My Dog? I'm going to link that in the description. In that post, I go over how much food you should give your dog if you're feeding them a fresh diet based off their weight. And then I also break it down into how much protein, veggies, and carbs you should feed your dog based on that amount. So if you're unsure, then go ahead and click that link below and check it out. And some of you have asked if you can give sweet potatoes to your dogs even if you're giving them dog food. And the answer is, of course, yes, you can. Any amount of fresh food that you can give your dog, even if you're feeding them dog food, is only going to benefit your dog. So if you're cooking up sweet potato for them like this, then you can use this as a food topper and reduce your dog food just a little bit. And if you guys are wondering if sweet potato is good for dogs who have sensitive stomachs, the answer is yes, it is. Sweet potato is like a superfood for your dog. So if you have a dog with tummy troubles, then sweet potato might be a great thing to add into their diet. Especially if you aren't giving them any homemade human food, this is one that I would really recommend because that can help balance out some of that highly processed kibble. So we should probably check on our sweet potatoes. I bet they're almost done. So once your sweet potatoes are soft when poked with a fork, then they're ready. And if they break a little bit like this, then you know they're perfect. Somebody's working really hard sunbathing. So helpful. So now once our sweet potatoes are done, it's time to drain off that excess water. And so I just use my potato masher now, and I just mash these up until they're in really tiny pieces. If you guys don't have a potato masher, then you could take these out onto a cutting board and cut them into really small cubes as well. I find that the potato masher works so much easier though, and as much as you could help your dog break down food before it enters their body, the better it is for them to digest. Especially if you guys have a dog that eats super fast and scarfs down all their food, scarfing down some mashed sweet potatoes is going to be easier on their tummy than scarfing down like cubes of sweet potatoes. Once your potatoes are mashed, then it's just time to transfer them into a Tupperware. You guys can use these mashed up sweet potatoes for the carb for your dog's meal or as a food topper. While there are other ways to cook sweet potatoes for dogs, I find that this method works best. It's quick, it's easy, and you get gently boiled food that is perfect for digestion for your dog. Now these sweet potatoes are ready to be stored in the fridge for about a week. And just a reminder, just like when you're making food for you, whenever you're making food for your dog, you don't want to keep leftovers for more than a week. If you have more than your dog will eat within the week, then you can go ahead and freeze extra portions. Extra portions will stay good in the freezer for about 3 months. Then just thaw them and then they're ready to go. If you guys want to learn more about how to cook your own homemade dog food safely and make sure your dog is getting balanced diet, then you need to download my course, How to Cook Homemade Dog Food. This course is vet approved and it has everything that you're going to need in order to cook homemade fresh food for your dog. Plus, if you're buying fresh made food online already and you transfer to homemade, you can save an average about $20,000 throughout your dog's lifetime. That is huge. Not only that, but they'll get fresher food, organic ingredients, and they will just love you so much. I'll drop that link in the description. And you guys can use code JohnJohn for 25% off because you watched this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like and leave a comment below. And if you want more dog-friendly recipes and to see John on camera, be sure to hit that subscribe button and join us next time in the kitchen. Oh, somebody's excited I made you sweet potatoes your favorite. Oh, yeah.